Okay. Let's just turn that on. Let's make it so you can hear it now. You're welcome. Such a nice man. But I do feel the need to forewarn that there's a reason I chose this title in advance. Because unless Tailmon decides to die real soon, this is probably going to be a setup episode because I have one life. And I'm not about to play this game, I'm sorry to say, because I've seen what happens when you run out of lives, and now all of a sudden I got like a southern drawl, but it's very subtle. And I don't know why, but if you run out of lives in this game, it's a bad time, because you lose a bunch of the moves you've learned. That's the punishment, because it's one of the few things that carries over between runs. And so now I need to ask myself one of two things. I need to make an important decision. How are we going to spend this time? And I'm stalling right now, waiting for someone to show up and chat. I gave them forewarning, but they never see it in time. However, I need to make a decision. I have two ways I can easily spend my time. I can either go through and... How do I see items? Okay, so I got $6,000. Pretty nice amount of money. However, I could double down on it. I could go more fishing. I could put like $5,000 into meat and just go fishing. And that would get me a ridiculous amount of money that would carry me through a good chunk of the game. Or alternatively, I could train brains for another Hail Mary shot at learning a random move. I'm thinking, however, that I'd prefer to go fishing, just because if I do another long con session of fishing, that will carry me through a decent chunk of the game. I don't know how far. I don't even know if it'll take me like a ridiculous amount of time. But if I just unload on fishing and just get a ton of money and then just spend all of it like instantly on just like 50 things of meat, like 80 of like both kinds of recoveries, a ton of porta potties and auto drives, I won't need them anymore for like the rest of the game. That's how I did it in the first game. Once I got a stupid amount of money, I bought like a 50 stack of everything I'd need and then just stopped worrying about it for a while. So I think... Fucking that's how you move in this game. I think that's going to be the game plan. I think that's the strategy we're going to take on this one. However, I do need to double check something real fast. Where's the item shop? It is behind me, I think. It is like over here once I get to walking a bit. It's right near. I want to see how much stuff costs. I want to make this more educated. So, okay, how many could I buy right now? Let's just make it nice, even numbers. So, okay, 5,000 is 50 is 5,000. I would not make enough for that ludicrous of an amount. However, that many small recoveries would make it where I could fight anything in the game. As long as they don't outpace the animation of me healing, and they don't one-hit me, that is enough healing items to break the game. And so I'm going to engage in that. That sounds like a good time. Not to mention. Well, anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed, because that's the filler episode over. Oh. Wow, 9 days is a short time there, Tailmon. Don't you want to try to reach for the stars a bit over here? Never mind. All that planning. I thought this one through. I made the charts. I did the research. I took notes. I double-checked my work. I even showed it to the teacher for confirmation. And it's gone. It's all gone. Oh, well. No one's here. I get to pick. And they picked purple. Nice. However, I know green's like my color, but God, this purple one does look the best. I'll totally give it to him. This swirly ass design. That's sex for the eyes. But you know what? I'm gonna go my least favorite color, just cause, yeah, you know, just what? Wait a minute. That might become Agumon. I wish I had double checked what egg. I was not expecting Teomon to just drop. Yeah, fuck it, just go with yellow. We'll see where it takes us. If it does give us the same Agumon one, well, we'll know for the future. And I can just check the Digivolution list to see, hey, don't focus like offense or whatever to get me Agumon. Ah, it's this dude. That looks vaguely like anything horror related. His name's gonna be, Gadru. Gadru. I gotta live up to the naming scheme we have right now of just noise. Gadru. Alright, come here, Gadru. What are we doing here? What do I do with you? Are you fucking kidding me? It was actually the Agumon line. I'm such a dingleberry. Okay, do not go for offense. Do not go for offense. Fantastic. Go for other things, it says. It seems. Alright, sure, whatever. Oh, damn it, that actually threw a wrench in my plans. I did actually want to go fishing. Because if I dumped, like, all 6,000 of those dollars into fishing, that would have been perfect. That would definitely have gotten me where I needed to be in life. Because it would solve most of my money problems throughout the game. And really, just doing it. Like, you know, just playing the game, fighting enemies, just achieving existence. That would get you enough to, that would get you enough to face off and combat some of the general costs. Like, oh, you know, healing item here or there, porta potty here or there, so on and so forth. Now, I kinda... because I don't know if I want to sack another dude. I guess I can just save as much money as I can for the next time I have a dead set of time like that, and then I'll invest it into fishing then. I suppose. Unfortunately, fishing is not quite as ludicrously lucrative as it was in the first game. Because in the first game, using Mojimons, you made way too much money. The game should not have given me that much power. I don't think that's okay. Nah. Nah, it's not. Not at all. Don't focus offense, he says. Dude, I didn't even get to do a full lap of all the training regiments. Regime. It's a training regime. Luckily, we're also still early on enough into the game where ultimates and perfects aren't really on the table yet, so we don't get to see, and I don't have to Google a lot of the more involved and in-depth thingles, you know what I'm saying? So don't go for strength. Make strength like my lowest stat. I need brains, because that's the one I haven't trained yet. Hello, Mython! How are you doing today, good sir? Unfortunately, like, that's not right. He's not pink, okay, I guess it's more just like peachy colored, but that's technically pink. But no, this ain't Kirby. This is not some pink boy ball. That was really hard. Anyway, welcome, Mython, to... I don't even think you've been, like, a part of this series so much, so I'd imagine the finer details aren't really... Ugh. Don't get a verp. It's gross. But, I had a big old, like, game plan. I had a docket for what we were doing. I had a list, and it's just been thrown to the wayside. No, that's fine. I wasn't doing that as like a you thing. It was more of an observation than an accusation. I'm just saying, hey, you haven't been around as much, so the finer details of the story I was about to tell are more so irrelevant because they're lost upon you. Effectively, I had a big game plan for why I named this episode what it was. Is my game plan was, hey, my last Digimon kinda sucked, and I was gonna sack the rest of its lifespan getting money. And so I was like making the title literally it's filler for filler, because training up new Digimon's typically like filler content. You're not making progress. So I'm literally wasting time until I can do filler stuff. So it's the filler, but immediately upon explaining my thought process and my modus operandi for today, Tailmon died. Just right there on the spot. Immediately just dropped to the ground, and I had to completely change up my entire game plan. And so, here we are. Yeah, he's got a first badge. Yeah, aren't you so fucking special, eh? Who are you think you are? I know a lot of people don't like tournament arcs. I do. Tournament arcs are always my favorite thing in any series. I adore the bastards. I'm not even like a competitive person. I just love the concept. Something about that just, it gets my jollies a-going. And I don't know why. That's why I like Mega Man Battle Network 4, the one I was gushing about through the entirety of last playthrough. It's my favorite in the series. Whole point of that game? 3 different tournaments. That's the whole game. You go from tournament to tournament to tournament, and then you're at the end of the game. And it's a good damn time. I mean, well, yeah, I mean, bad story writing is bad story writing. You can't just slap a tournament arc there to put a band-aid over this ephemeral... Actually, wait a minute. On the top of my head, I'm trying to remember what a carotid... I don't know why ephemeral is the word that came to my head. Carotid artery wound. Take a step back, slow down me, process what I'm trying to say. A band-aid fix would not solve your carotid artery being severed, is what I was trying to say. Thank you, me. Gonna stop what I'm doing. It's been a while. I haven't eaten in 7 hours. I'm a little slow mentally right now. Femoral artery? Yeah, I think that's the one I was probably thinking of. I was trying to remember an artery name, and, ephemeral and, femoral, because I said ephemeral, or ethereal, or some garbage like that. Femoral artery, yeah, that's a real thing, but I was drawing a blank as to what it was called. That was where some of my, mush mouth was coming from. To be fair, yeah, it's like... There's the one that leads directly from your heart down through the center of your body, the one that leads up through your neck, the one in the back of the leg. There's a bunch of arteries. They're the, hey, your heart is, like, directly connected to this. Could you not make that not be connected to your body? Thanks. Unfortunately, people with dubious intent don't exactly take that to heart, but, what can you do? Anyway, welcome, Mython, to a training episode. This is a podcast now. Please talk to me or else I'll piss myself from boredom. Do just expect this to be us talking. Also, Lollipat's in chat. Hi, Lollipad. I see you with the viewer list. How you doing? My tailbot died, Lollipad. He's dead. Matashita ne. Yeah, the aorta does. I'm drawing a blank on a lot of names. I've always been bad with names. I've said that like every stream ever. I got like the general swaths of information. Once you get down to the nitty-gritty finer details, it's lost to me. That just gets lost in the copious amounts of static and noise buzzing around my brain at all times. It's not exactly a neat and organized system. I just dump that information on the ground and sift through it. It's in a damn tub of Legos on the bed, like foot of my bed. That's where my knowledge goes. That's where the memory is. It's in the Lego bucket. Oh yeah, I knew what an aorta was. I didn't remember the name, is the thing. That's this whole innocuous, like, stint of a rant I've been going on has been about. I have a tendency to ramble with big words that most people don't like to hear. Because it makes me sound smarter than I actually am, and I'm trying to fluff up the public opinion of me artificially. Dude, Legos are fucking rad. Why can't we just go back to the day? Like it was an actual example. The tub of Legos. If you grew up with Legos, there is like a 99% chance you had the big ass tub of just Legos. Just whatever's in there's whatever's in there. That's exactly how it was. And if you had them neat and organized, you did not have an optimal childhood. That was the very damaged, like, I guess euphemism I was trying to go for. I don't know if euphemism is right. But, you know, that's what I was saying. You know, my brain's a scrambled mess. Like, oh, hey, I remember that bit of information. I've seen that in this fucking bucket somewhere before, but I can't find it for the life of me. Just like that one Lego piece you swear you've seen like 17 times. Where did it go? I can't find my Lego memory. I didn't have that big. Mine was a laundry basket that I just stuffed full of fucking Legos. Yeah, I actually still have it in the corner. I don't use it anymore. I use it for storage. It still has the Legos in the bottom of it, too. I never took them out. I can see in the corner of my room. It's full of boxes and shit I don't use anymore. At least it's still there. Like, I know where my childhood lies. It's in the box in the corner of the room. Alright, what do we... We don't want to go for offense, because I don't want to get Agumon again, because... So, I guess MP and defense right now should be deliberately focused, which would mean you. Why does its mouth look so creepy? Don't talk to me ever again, Lolfan. Oh yeah, no, you could fit stupid places as a kid. That's just how it worked. Back in those days, that's just how that shit worked. But yeah, Lolfan, welcome to... Oh, Tailmon died, like, at the start of the stream as I was stalling, waiting for people to show up, and then threw off my game plan. And I'm not about to go on the whole rant about... Yeah. Anyway, this is, because I'm a Dingleberry, and I had to name and pick the egg because no one was here. No, Lolfan, I'm sorry, come back! What did I say that was so egregious? This dude's just a head, by the way. You did actually bring it up its mouth, but it's just a fucking head on the ground. You could splonk this on top of a body and it would look just fine. Assuming it's not, you know, incongruent with the rest of the pieces. And now we're just gonna train general stats. We need to deprive offense. Because offense is not allowed to be... Because I don't want to get Agumon, but again, I'm not about that life. We've already seen Agumon, we need new material. Because if this game seriously starts out going from Agumon to Greymon, and then, you know, like the whole Tailmon thing, and then back to Agumon Greymon, it's a bad time. I don't want it. I think, like, Agumon's, like, the Pikachu of the series or some shit. Like, he's the generic one everyone gets. No. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome back. I hope y'all are enjoying your day today. How are y'all doing today? Man, it's been a while since I've streamed, you know how it is sometimes. Sometimes we gotta take a little break from the work, but we're all back with a new stream. We're just starting out. Welcome, Bythard Lolfan. It's nice for you to be in the early part of the stream. Can you die? God damn it. There he goes! Oh, there he goes. Oh, that's... Oh, who could have seen this coming? Damn, that's unfortunate. Sure glad the first 20 minutes of the stream was pointless. Yes, shut up. Okay, register him to the single thangle. Unfortunately, I was actually specifically commenting, like, I don't know which egg was the one that leads to the Agumon line, and I just picked a random egg. And I even specifically thought, like, because I picked yellow. Yellow and purple are the two we've seen. By the way, you guys pick an egg. What's your favorite color of egg? But I picked yellow, and I specifically had the thought process. Oh, man. I hope this doesn't lead to the Agumon line, because it's yellow, just like Agumon, and I'm like, we've already seen purple. Eat my ass, lol, fan. You don't get to double dip. We're not getting Tailmon again. Pick a better one. Have better taste in color, as says the man who this is also my favorite egg. Because look at it, it's like sex for the eyes. Do I need to bust out the coin? I'm busting out the coin. Where'd it go? Where'd my big ass quarter go? Alright, heads for blue, tails for red. And it landed right on the floor. It's heads. So that's blue. Please give me something that's not Agumon that takes 30 minutes to train up. What are we gonna name him? What do we name this? Because we actually didn't get to see what my last dude was named. But unless you watch the VOD, that'll be lost to time. That's a surprise. You gotta do some research on that one. Steve, alright. First name suggestion automatically gets in. His name is Steve. Shreve. Steve. We have Jubrave, we have Ungler, and Steve. Alright, what stat do we focus? Because, wait, do we know? We have Dodomon. Oh. Okay. I would ask what stat do we focus, but we can't. I need to check something first. Either way, what stat should we focus? I may need to re-ask that depending on what we see, because I don't want to double dip. Attack? God, what's up with you guys in offense? Offense is what got us Agumon, and Agumon was a shit. Despite the fact that when I was training up Koromon, or whatever the little bastard was that led into Agumon, the Digivolution line bad boy specifically says it focuses offense. And so I had offense be the only stat that was under 50, whereas the rest of them were above 60. Didn't matter. He became Agumon despite being offense being by far his worst stat. I love you Digimon World sometimes. God damn. No, that's defense, my thunder, and I'm not about to focus on defense. Unless that is requested. Unfortunately, we need him to Digivolve before I can properly focus down a stat, because let me tell you right now, this bad boy is going to Digivolve before I can blink. None of those saves mattered. Those are all lost to time. Those are all fake saves. None of you actually saw those. We definitely did not get Agumon again. Nah, that's all in your fever dreams. Those are all fake. Definitely didn't waste the first 20 minutes of my stream training up a new Digimon, only for it to be Agumon again. That never happened. What is the ladder training thing? That's brains. Dude, you don't try to pick a training method, just pick a stat. If you want to specifically pick a stat I'm good at, that would be strength, brains, and speed. Because defense, max HP, and max MP are a little too inconsistent for my taste. They're a little too... Yeah, they're not quite there. They're not the beauty. Yeah. I don't like the noises. I don't like this Digimon. I don't like this at all. Alright, what does he become? Okay, so it doesn't matter what you guys pick. It can be any stat, and it'll become something new. Okay, fuck you, my thun. So yeah, Wanyamon. This is one of the new baby bastards that I don't recognize. Wanyamon, you little bastard. And... yeah, you said it first, so I guess we're going brains. Oh, let's hope that's not something stupid. Sure hope I don't digivolve into something garbage. He said it first, though, Mython. I'm sorry you didn't say it first when he digivolved. I still need to do, like, the standard get him above 50 in every stat thing, but no, game. But yeah, we're getting there. It's just gonna take a second or two. We're unfortunately so early on in the game. The whole focus a stat thing isn't really relevant. I don't know what you're talking about, Lollifan. No, that never happened. Now you see, Mython said it first. You can even tell he said it first. You not see his badge? It says first right before his name. That's how you know he was first. You wouldn't have the badge otherwise. I mean, come on, man. Be sensible about this. Just because you lost doesn't mean you can get mad at fate. Just because you're not first. Like I was saying, it really doesn't matter what you guys picked. I wanted to just try to have audience inclusion, but unfortunately we're still so early on in the game. Getting the... don't you fucking get... Oh, Mython, you're a saint. Lollifant's never had money. He can never actually subscribe. No, he's not. You're not first, though. Anyway, we're so early on in the game, unfortunately, the requirement of I need to get all of my stats above 50 or 500 in case the HP and MP, because most Digivolutions, at least from the first game, had that as a baseline stat point to guarantee you don't get, like, Numemon or some garbage. And by the time I get 50 in every stat, or 500, you only have, like, 2 more times training at... unless you don't fuck up like I do. The fact that I do intense training kind of fiddles with the numbers a little bit about exactly how much time I have before they digivolve. No, I don't have emotes yet. I've specifically said time and time again, I'm saving all of my emote slots for when something truly special comes up. No, I don't have any emotes. That's always been the conversation piece. I don't want to make a junk emote. I don't want it to be the, this is the Re emote. I don't want it to be like, oh, here's the emote, but it's me with a heart. Here's the emote of me being bad. No, I want them to mean something. I want there to be a story behind them. Or at least a joke behind them. Yeah, Ninja's getting new emotes. He'd be a good one. Not the ninja, but our ninja. Oh yeah, no, just shield your best friend. That's a good idea. The only reason he's your best friend is so you can make the sick dollars. You're just using Ninja for clout, you monster. Fuck, God, son of a... Do you guys like this hopping noise? Because I do. You fat bastard. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna need to go fishing again at some point, and I am not mentally prepared for that. I say as the entire intent behind this particular episode of the stream was to be, I'm gonna go fishing for a while, because Tailmon sucks. But then, Tailmon died, and so now I'm gonna start running out of fucking money again. God damn it. Yeah. God, why on earth do they... my muscle memory is still remembering that minigame being square being the button you push to end that minigame. No, that's wrong. Now you hit the circle button. Only when you're training. And I don't know why. Why is that the system they use for some reason? Yes, this is an excuse just because I'm bad, but damn it, I'm bitching. But that one, at least in particular, had a genuine cause and, like, drive behind it. I didn't just miss the button. I literally hit the bag up the button. Just because it's a different button for some reason, and I don't know why. Why are the baby Digimon just like a head that's been severed from a torso somewhere? I don't like this. Is a horror game. I don't like this at all. No one told me the game would be this spooky. And what the hell do you still need? Offense is fine. And brains is fine. Speed will be fine, maybe. Assuming whatever upgrades it enough. Because, like, this defense gives a little touch of brains, so... Yeah, brains is done. Mission accomplished. I don't know, often. I don't remember... Lollivant, do you know what a worm looks like? Because this is not what a worm is supposed to look like there, Lollivant. I gotta say, are you okay? Could you Google what a worm is supposed to look like? Just so you can confirm what you said to me was in fact the English language. No, I understand that bit. But the bit you said is an oversized head? I'm like 99.9% sure there is not one worm that is furry. And I don't mean like millipedes or any of those boys or fucking... Okay, some of them are a little like, sure, okay, fine. But even if there are a species of worm that's furry, fucking do they have cat ears? And fangs? No, that's a fat load of shit and you're lying to me. I do not appreciate someone back-talking me like this. Boom. It's a wereworm. Now that's believable. See, finally, you're starting to speak sense. It's a wereworm. Alright, you fat worm bastard. What more stats do you need? Because let me tell you right now, you wormy bitch, trying to continue to talk over this garbage, not easy. Not easy continually trying to just think of what the hell I'm trying to say. Which one of these buffs defense? There you go. Mission accomplished. And the time to spam brains, or offense. Lollivant, for some reason, decides all of my Digimon seem to need to focus down being able to bludgeon an enemy to death with their bare hands. Or in this case, cat hands. What is up with you and physical violence, Lollivant? Why is this your avenue of problem solving? Oh, I guess he doesn't need to take a shit. That was the evolutionary urge just coming in early. He's Agumon again! This is just like a cat seal with claws and back leg. What the hell did we get? Gomamon. Okay. What stat do we focus now? What's our next stat? Because, well, I don't think we're done training. He's only, he's a rookie right now. We gotta get him to a champion. I think... Well, let's actually see here. What stat was being used in this, evolution? Gomamon, this was... Oh, it was attack. A vigorous attack power is important. Yeah, so, you know, offense was being, Brains? Alright, we're doing brains this time. Finally, Mython gets his way. We're gonna do just like 4 brains training straight out, probably 3, straight out the gate. That's valid. Holy shit, do you hear that noise he makes? God damn. The cute exterior belies a demonic interior. I'm afraid to go to bed near this thing. And I just so happened to learn a new move. Oh, yeah, baby. Ooh, this is a good run. Way better than that fucking Agumon we got. Yeah, fuck that guy. And because it was a new element, I got Bubble Breath by default. Oh my god, it's all coming together, baby. And I know physical moves. Give me Muscle Charge. Ooh, yeah. That's what Tailmon was here for, to learn muscle charge and, like, the light blast attack, I guess.
Hi. Hi.
Fucking demon. That is the sound used in, like, as many generic screamers as you can think of. That's the noise. There it is. I'm gonna start getting tired now. I do have to be careful. Exhaustion's gonna start being a factor. The little Bobby Digimon. Go to sleep fast enough to where that's not an aspect of this equation, but... Alright, that's enough brains. He's definitely gargantuan-brained enough, so... I'm gonna go get some food. Actually, we could be more fit. No. I fucking hate this city's layout. It's like, okay, I need to go to the bathroom. That's at one end of the city. Because the city is like a T. It's a T shape. One end of the T is like the place to go to the bathroom. And that's also a shop, but that's not relevant to this equation right now. And then on another end of the T is where to get your fatigue cured. And then on the final end of the T, all three different, is where you get your food. So this game being the cheeky bastard makes getting around town an absolute pain in the dick when trying to train. It's like, oh, he needs to go to the bathroom, and then he's going to start getting fatigue, and I need to go get my food. So we come down this way, all the way to the end, the south entrance of town. So it's technically like, here, we can even look at the map. So, no, game. See, this is technically like a cross, but the up area, the northern section, is irrelevant. That just leads to a different area. We don't need to worry about that. So the meat field's to the left, the clinic is to the right, and the bathroom is down south. So I need to go to every single extremity of this T city just to get my fucking shit in order. Very eloquent way of putting it, but damn, it got the point across. I wish this game had a run button, or, like, had faster movement speed, or had a better designed city. It's one of the very few genuine faults this game has over the first one, where it's like, man, being alive is way more tedious. Even though that was the whole point of the first game, was the game starts out tedious as sin, and it's like an actual sense of progression as the game goes along, because you unlock a lot of convenient features that make the game a lot less of a pain in the dick just to be in, and some people don't like that, but I do. So, but they, for some reason, like, they've removed a lot of the old unlockables that gave, like, a real convenient sense of progression, but then also kept the tedium by making the city fucking massive and putting all the important shit where it needs to not be at the time. Ugh. I've only... Oh, and then he goes to sleep anyway, so my fatigue restoration was pointless. Good job, B. Either way, I completely lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, you know, it was, people who know this series, the resident experts who've shown up a couple times, have effectively just said, hey, if you didn't like the first game because it kind of kicked you in the teeth if you didn't know what you were doing, apparently this one's even worse. This one's just not at... This game is unfriendly to experienced players. Have fun if you're a new player was effectively what they said verbatim. So, I'm just gonna take my time and do what needs to be done. Because if I try to... Oh, he needs to go to the bathroom again. Because if I try to rush progression in this game, I'm going to die. And if I die, that's gonna make us have to grind more just to get back up to where we currently need to be. Death in this game is a very serious penalty. Is it's, how many RPGs can you say where the closest thing to the level up mechanic in this game is taken away from you when you die? If you get an actual death, because, like, there's 3 lives. Like, you have 3 lives you can utilize per Digimon. But specifically, if you run out of all 3 of them so you die, you lose this game's equivalent to, like, a level in-game. You lose access to that good shit. At least that's how it worked in the first game. I don't know if that's how it works in this game. Hell, Confederation. Yeah, I don't know why, like, if they just had a toilet just right in here, we'd be having a lot better of a time. Sour, what are you going on about? How would you know? Well, I would assume whatever it is that you're intending to know. You're obviously the expert on the subject of what you know. Well, excuse me, I gotta feed my fat demon bastard. We are going to be here for a while, because I still want to go fishing. I still want to get just a stupid amount of money. But Tailmon died at the least efficient... Oh, fuck, I wanted an intense train now. Tailmon died at the least efficient time, so now we get to have, like, a solid hour plus. Oh, we're already at 40 minutes, and we're not even close to being done. Of just straight training and busybody work. I almost just want to do something like this off-screen. Not specifically training, but money grinding, because if you do it early, you solve all your problems later on in the game. Hey, I don't need to walk to the bathroom because I have porta potties. I don't need to bother with healing items because I have a stack of 80 of the damn bastards. And so on and so forth, but I don't think anyone wants to watch a 3-hour-long stream of me fishing and of me leaving my Digimon out to rot. Yes, I do love a fresh stream of child neglect. It's my favorite. Eggs. I thought you knew how to make wigs. Because that's how my brain spat that word out at me. Welcome to New Dudes. I don't know if you're gonna have fun right now, unless you like to watch what I'm doing right now for an hour, but I appreciate the sentiment of you showing up in the first place. This game is not streamer friendly, as I've learned by now. Oh yeah, no, I can totally see where people wouldn't like this. I'm doing this as a blind playthrough, to be entirely honest. Like, I played the first Digimon World 1, and this is the spiritual successor, and man, this game is somehow even more tedious, but sometimes. And I don't know why they've decided to do this. The first game was already very much so too tedious for some people. But no, they just decided to crank that shit up to 30. Because, like, that was the whole point of Digimon World 1. Like, it starts out like a pain in the dick trying to breathe. But at least you could. And as you progressed in the game, you effectively felt like a demigod by the end of it. And it's that sense of a slow build-up. Thus far, this game has had none of that. I mean, you could say I'm not that far into this game, but I'm 5 hours in. You'd expect me to have gotten some kind of a boon by this point. Yeah, Twitch got, like, remodeled at some point. I'm not really sure when, why, or how, but it did, I guess. Anyway, I guess I'll ask, how you been, Sour? It's been a while. That's the obligatory, hey, I gotta do filler commentary. Actually, that probably comes off across as rude, now that I think about it. Me asking, hey man, how you doing? No, that's filler commentary. Nah, yes, of course. That's the kind of stuff I don't want to talk about. That's the kind of stuff that's not substantial. No, I do, how you been, man? Typically, it's my, oh shit, I don't have anything else to talk about. Panic button. Everyone's always got their own taste for aesthetic. I just don't like shit like this just because trying to... Let me tell you right now, when I first started trying to figure out how Twitch works, trying to figure out how the hell to change my title took like 5 minutes. It was just me dicking around mid-web page being like, okay, where's the title button? I mean, it's not that hard to find at the end of the day, but just because I was completely flabbergasted by the whole event, and I did not have a good thought process at the time. Typically, I don't even say hi, because otherwise it'd be, hi, K-Federation, hi, Sour of Taste, hi, Mython, hi, Lollifan. Gotta say hi to everybody. I instead imply greeting via, oh, he's Digivolving. Okay. Alright. I think this was... Look at him! Oh my god, I think I found my favorite Digimon we've gotten this far in this game. Ikakumon. He's a big-ass walrus and I love him. I have a new favorite Digimon we've gotten. Look at how big he is! He's such a lad! I almost said load. Look at this load over here. This dude's a unit of a walrus unicorn thing. I love him. Alright, see you later, Sour. You have a good time, Mr. Man. Look at my fucking big-ass whale, dude. That's not even a whale. It's the wrong species. I love him infinitely nonetheless. Where is this bastard? Hello, you fat son of a bitch. Well-balanced training is important. My brains was like 50 higher. But then again, I'm not really complaining. Wait, is this from Digimon Series 1? I didn't watch any of the animes. I didn't play any of the games. Besides Digimon World 1. That's the only reason I'm playing this. Is because Digimon World 1 is a pretty neat game. It's at least neat. It's unique because it was based off of Digimon back when it was a Tamagotchi. And I'm only playing this because it got like a spiritual sequel like 19 years later or some garbage. But... I don't know anything about the anime or any of the series, so a lot of the changes they've made in the series, because Digimon World 1 effectively made me go from the Tamagotchi version of Digimon to now. And there's a lot of differences that have happened in that time, and I gotta say, I've not been a fan for a decent chunk of them. Because there's no reason, most egregious of all of them, why the fuck are they called what they're called now? No, Baby 1-2, fine. It's not a child, it's not an adult, and why is it called fucking Perfect? It's Rookie, Champion, Perfect. This wasn't in the game when I last played, and then Ultimate. That makes so much more sense. I don't like change. Anyway, I got my big boy. Time to actually, like, do things that are not just training for a fucking hour. Not even too big of an exaggeration. We have been straight grinding for 50 minutes. Alright. Our lad over here, I think, is good. Oh yeah, different translations, of course, but it doesn't mean it's not bad. I don't actually know what it's supposed to be entirely honest. I'm gonna go fucking fishing. I hope you all enjoy. Time to go spend an assload of time and money fishing so I can get infinite money. I named this episode the Filler because it's filler for filler. We are doing a setup because it needs to be done at some point. I'm sorry. But if I just get just infinite money, you know, a stack of 99 meat, and I fish all of that away and then sell every single fish I get, holla holla, get dollar. Because I have officially broke the bank, and I want to have infinite money for at least a couple hours of gameplay so I can actually make progress without having to stop every 2 minutes because I fucking tripped over an empty wallet! That doesn't even make sense! I'm sorry, I know. He's a good boy. I'm not gonna waste his entire lifespan. Fishing, training takes way longer than, God, he's so fucking big. Look at this big boy. Nah, fishing only, like, each fishing takes at most 5 minutes of in-game time. Just watch the clock in this game and see how fast it tears through. Hell, straight fishing for 4 days is more time efficient than walking in a circle for 2 days in-game time. You'll get, like, more time will have passed in that span of whatever. I just straight up murdered that man. Also, if you couldn't recognize it because you're not a huge weeb, my main character is voice acted by the same dude who voice acted Naruto in the Japanese dub. And I'm not gonna let anyone forget that, because this is my ninja way. I'm gonna be the Hokage of Digimon world. Every time my main character says something enough for me to get reminded of that fact, I always gotta bring it up, because it always makes me laugh. Always gets me just enough of a chuckle. And now we're in a fight, and it dragged me all the way back to the fucking beach. God, I hate combat in this game, so believe it. Datebayo? Yosh. Daijobu. Yeah, that was one of the weird things they had to do in translating Naruto, because the term datebayo, which is what it was in Japanese, didn't mean anything. He was literally just kind of making noise. It's effectively the same thing as something like believe it. It doesn't mean much in context. But when you translate something like that, like, what the he's not saying anything. Nothing is being achieved here. So they just translated it as believe it, and I'm like, yeah, right, it's close enough. That's one of the weirder translation jobs, because you can't do that. It doesn't work right. You can't translate shit like that. I hope Digimon doesn't come and eat my ass live on stream again. Aura. Oorah! Digi anchovies are the only ones you don't want to fish up. Digi anchovies are effectively the I didn't achieve anything, because they sell for just as much as it costs to buy meat. Hoping Digimon shows up. But it makes it sound like you fucked up that sentence even more. Digitrout? Yeah, Black Digitrout are the second best. They're like the silver medal. They're a shitload of cash, but not as much as the other one. That's a fat load of shit. Words me type good. Me kill big dragon with me big bonk. Snapper? I don't remember. One of them is the big money. One of them sells for like 600, and they're what you want. They're rare, though. Digitrout sells for like 250, and one of them sells for 600. And remember, I'm spending $50 per bait. The only ones that are a net loss are when they get away with my bait. That's the only time it's an actual bad thing. Anchovies aren't good, but they at least, like, yeah, like, I spent $50 per bait, and those anchovies sell for 50. So, catching anchovies is effectively the you didn't catch anything event. And for some reason, I keep catching the bastards. Why are they so common? Fuck up! This dude was designed by the same dude who designed Durarara and Devil Survivor. Fucking, where are the anchovies coming from? I only had like 15 of these last time. Or like 7 or 8 of them. 15 was, oh shit. 15 was highballing it way too hard. Susky. Susky Uchacha. Can I like undo fishing from this game, because I am currently the unluckiest man to have caught this many anchovies. They're what I don't want. There you... Whoa, oh my god, look at that big boy. Man, your trout is huge. Yo, guys, you ever seen how big my trout is? You want to see my big trout? That's a fucking... My anchovy is a little tiny, though. It's a pretty small one. It's a new record for minimal. Fucking anchovies, you fucking fishy bastards. Fuck off. There's like a fourth kind of fish we haven't even caught. We've only caught snappers, trouts, and anchovies. Give me the fourth kind. Trouts are the big buck. Trouts are the medium bucks, though. I still want those two. I think snappers might be the big bucks, or we haven't seen the big bucks because I only did catch like 3 or 4 of them with like 30 meat. It was 31 meat, so we're having 3 times the amount of meat I had last time. And based on the amount of trouts I caught, because I caught very few trouts in the big bucks, boys, I think we're going to make some money. Assuming that anchovies don't just decide to get a coalition together and start biting my fucking line! You know, there was once a quote from a man who said, "A game can never be great unless there's fishing in it." Now, I don't know who said that, but they're dead wrong. How often in a game is the fishing your favorite part of it? Anyone who says yes is an animal. Unless it's a good fishing minigame. I have played a couple of them. Even in, like, games where they're, like, explicitly a real good minigame, like Stardew Valley, I'm not even, like, crazy about them. I do them to do them, not because I fucking love fishing. Don't you just love sticking your rod in the water, waiting for something to grab it? Zelda fishing, ass. It's all ass. That's the kind of bad fishing, though. The kind where you have to, like, Digimon World... Oh, boy who... I got a title. I'm putting that title on right now. Boy Who Hooked the World. Title award to those who caught a really big fish. Oh. Okay. Hey, you bathroom, big boy bathroom. Here's your portable potty. Put that in your mouth. Go in the bathroom, you fat bastard. That portable potty is going straight in the trash. That thing is ruined. I don't even know if I could get that. Like, you need to put the whole portable potty in, like, a bag. The whole thing is fucking ruined with... Oh, look at how tiny it is! It's a loach. Those sell for a ridiculous amount, I think. Loaches are the big bucks, because considering the fact that I haven't found any before, there probably are. Snappers are double the investment. Snappers sell for 100, so I'm effectively, every time I catch a snapper, that's 2 pieces of meat. Yeah, that thing is ruined. It is overflowing. And really, I'm so glad I'm out to sea, because the fish shit in the water, and so does my big-ass whale walrus. I don't think I ever want to use the term overflowing for a porta potty ever again. Please someone smack me if I ever do, because that's disgusting. I'm gross. It's disgusting. It's gross. So how do you guys like fishing? How you guys doing when it comes to fucking... It seems almost random sometimes whether they take your bait, because I have a pretty consistent timing. Like, but sometimes it's a dingleberry. Like, I felt I pushed that one pretty slow, at least a little bit. Like, not like egregiously slower, but a tiny bit slower. And even that didn't take the bait that time. Oh, take the bitch. That's because that's what you are, you fishy bitch. I've never gone fishing IRL because I actually value my time. As much as that may not get across very well, considering what I'm doing right now. But you know how it is. I don't know, I'm the kind of person who needs constant stimulation. I can never just be doing something. See, I was the kind of person who I need, like, if I'm playing a game, I need to have a video going on the side, or I need to be listening to music, or I can't just watch a video straight up. I need to be playing a game or reading something on the side. I need multiple sources of entertainment because I get distracted, and I lose focus on whatever it is I'm doing. And so I don't think I could ever really do fishing unless, I was just shooting the shit with some friends and had music or whatever. And even then, I probably would not exactly be super into it. Loaches alone have probably paid for all the anchovies and lost bait I've had. Loaches, they're the big money. They're $600 fucking dollars. Just subtract 50 from whatever I'm getting. So anchovies are me fishing up $0. Snappers are fishing up 50. Big trout boys, I think, are 200, and loaches are 550. What part? Because I talked a while about fishing. Good. Good my ass. I don't want this. See, like, Lolfan, I want you to tell me I'm wasting I mean, I am wasting a little bit of his lifespan, but, like, not even a day has passed in-game. And still, like, I'm like halfway through my bait about. It's going well. It's going well thus far. Plus I'm getting titles, I guess. I guess they're just another collectible. To be fair, titles, depending on how they... Well, normally I don't care about titles. Unless you're Tales of Symphonia or any of the Tales of games. Because they made titles the achievement of the game, and titles give you permanent stat ups, and yeah, they're the kind of shit I like. That's what you want to get. But in this game, they don't seem to do anything. They're just some nebulous collectible, and that's fair. They're just like cards. They're like the medals from the first game, cards. It's just a nebulous collectible for people who like the 100%. The problem is, though, I could totally assume you're not going to be able to find most of the titles in this game unless you, like, Google them. But this game definitely came out in the era where Googling how to beat a game fully was definitely expected. Digimon World was not, and that's why they gave you a lot of in-universe resources and whatnot to tracking them bad boys down. Kind of. Some of them are still too obtuse, but that's the nature of the beast, ain't it? I need to find... I'm going to assume that there's the same thing they had in the first game, where there's a way of upgrading your gym. Because that's what I would want to fight in first. Is, the two bug dudes. Because Kabuterimon and the other big bug Digimon, they both upgraded the gym when you found them in the first game. And that upgraded gym, on top of Piximon also upgrading the gym... Even just the two of the bugs, like Piximon, which is an ultimate and you have to win that fight, probably wouldn't be happening if they worked the same in this game. But just finding them made it to where you can get an ultimate every time. That small upgrade of getting 1 or 2 more points per training, and then with Piximon it came to be like a total of like 4 or 5 per training. Not even get me started on the improved training you could do that I'm actively doing in this game, instead of ignoring it as a mechanic in the first game. Oh god, the moment I upgrade my gym, that's when it starts going bananas. And the moment I start having access to ultimates means I'm going to need to start Googling how to get certain ultimates. Because you can't just level up everything evenly and expect to get it. It's too high, it's too steep of a requirement unless you're like near the end of the game and you have a high enough like trainer rank and all that garbage. Because man, like some of the really specific ones need like 8,000 in a stat, like ludicrous, or 800, not 8,000. I was thinking HP. They'll need like 800 offense, defense, like 600 speed, 8,000 HP, 7,500 MP. Like, ultimates demand a lot. They demand perfection. And because there's now perfect in this game, which is an intermediary step between a champion and an ultimate, means you have more time to get ultimates. But it also means the requirements are probably going to also be steeper. Not exactly fun for my time. But that does give me the thought process of, like, once we're done, once a whale boy over here, that's still not his species, is done doing his piece, I'm probably going to try out just straight training. Seeing how far I can go. Because if I can get a perfect, I'll use it. But I don't know if I have access to perfects right now. Come on. Okay, he needs 5. Damn, I'm gonna feed him the sirloin after this. Yeah, I'm at 44 meat, so we're more than halfway done. So how are you doing? How are my boys doing at home right now? You guys got any fun stories to tell? You have any fun events? Cause I think I'm out. I think I've said my piece. I'm like constantly brainstorming new topics to keep rambling about, unless you have experience with it, is pretty difficult. I mean, I've been doing this for more than a year now, and it's still... Oh, thank you, Alba. I appreciate it. I mean, you probably... yeah, that was my thought process. Like, what do you mean raid? What are you doing, like, WoW or something? Probably some MMO or some garbage? Or you mean like a stream raid? But I don't know who you'd be raiding. That's not good. You don't watch other streamers. And you can do both at the same time. You can just turn the stream on in the background and play your game. I was just guessing. That was the newest MMO that came out, was WoW Classic. I don't know. It was just a random shot in the dark. I'm not a big MMO person. Yay! I have a huge anchovy. Yay! Thanks. Unless they sell for more, I don't care. That's what I've always tried to tout my streams as. At least I did back in the day. Not so much anymore because it got tedious, but it's totally fine to turn on my stream and just leave it as background noise. In fact, that's the intention. Because I can never watch... That's why I'm not a big stream viewer. I need constant engagement when I'm watching a video. It's why I almost can never watch streams. Unless I'm like a co-commentator like with Ninja, or it's a game I really know, or it's like a speedrun or something where it's just endless, neat shit, you know? And it would have to be a speedrun that's got like some neat shit going on. That's not just, oh, you know, you kind of play the game vanilla. Plus, that's also, again, the point, because there is no glitched categories, and at that point it just becomes down to mechanical skill. But I don't need every single little piece of my argument being nitpicked. That's probably why I'm terrible at networking. Like, I'd like to watch a couple of my friendly streamer friends' streams, but God, I just cannot be fucking bothered. Sometimes I'm busy, sometimes I'm doing other things, but God, I cannot watch a stream for more than like 20 minutes at a time. At most. I'm terrible at it. I stream. I don't watch streams. And that's really bad, actually. That is terrible, and I feel bad about it. Because networking, not exactly something that comes to you. Except for the few times that it has, like, to be fair, but... trying to be a streamer who doesn't like watching streams and attempting to network, a bit of a pain in the ass now, isn't it? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Occasionally it does. Occasionally you'll be a lucky son of a gun and get someone to drop on by who raids or hosts. Yeah, that's Ninja's job. He does the networking now. I occasionally get people who know the game I'm streaming and are experts in it. Those are typically the most people I happen to stumble across. I don't get the wide swaths of the populace because of the obscure games I like to play, and because, again, I'm bad at networking. I try my best, but I'm not exactly great at this whole thing. Oh, I just like doing what I like to do. I just want to be an entertainer, man. I never wanted to sign up for all this extra garbage. I just want to put content out there that people will like me fishing for fucking 30 minutes. I mean, luckily we're almost out of meat, but this is the filler episode. That's what it's been touted of in the intro. People know what they're getting into when they say, what's this guy streaming? And the title is literally filler. Yeah, this is the stream I want to watch. Yeah, that's how it originally began. You did just bring Ninja to fucking scream at me. I don't know what possessed you to stick around, because let's be entirely honest. Even from an outside source, that sounds like a bad idea. Have you seen my streams? Ooh, that's not a good life choice. I make bad content. And as much as I like playing this game, unfortunately that bad content has to be funneled into setting up for the future, because this game doesn't play nice with me trying to play it like a traditional RPG. Not streamer friendly. Don't stream this. That's why most people, I would assume, don't like to watch RPGs. Most RPGs are not streamer friendly because you get so many slow moments, so many low down dirty moments like this game. Like, it has been an hour and 15 minutes of training up a new Digimon and then going fishing for an hour. This is supposed to be a mobile game. You're supposed to do some of this stuff on the side. You're not meant to sit down and just pound them out. Look at that huge Digitrap. But I'm an animal, and my audience demands it of me, I guess. So here I am. I even played this game at a blind recommendation because no one told me what game to stream, so I got to pick. I picked the spiritual sequel to Digimon World, and I'm vaguely regretting it now. Look at that huge Digitrap! I don't even know what huge fish do. I'm just gonna hope they sell for more, but considering the fact I don't think they're taking up spots in my inventory, I doubt it. Oh, but I can have faith. I don't know what the size of the fish do. I never even fished, really, in the original. I fished to get Seadramon and then never did it again. Oh, actually, I also fished to deal with Mojimon. Luckily I didn't have to fish for Penguinmon, but yeah. It's whatever. We should be almost done, though. What am I gonna do afterwards? I'm gonna go huck all my fish, but then, like, what's the next stage? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going, because it's a blind playthrough, but, like, off the top of my head, I don't think I can... Well, actually, if I get a ridiculous amount of money, I could just funnel my funds into small recoveries and brute force the Seadramon fight. But that seems like a bad investment, because all it would do is advance the story into an area I even more so cannot handle. And then you just get a recursive event of, I need to grind for money to make progress in the game, to grind for more money to make more progress. I probably need to make substantial progress via training or the gym, but I don't know how I'm going to upgrade the gym or make substantial enough progress in training for me to get either a perfect or an ultimate if, I'm lucky. So, Because I don't even know who the hell I can even still recruit. I'm going to hope my Walrus boy can pull up the Anemone for Impmon, and I'm just going to hope he doesn't. Or something like that. Like, I can hope I go to the sewers. Like... There's some... there's actually Airdramon. Seedramon and Airdramon are both fights I can do. No, not Airdramon. It's Seedramon and Ultra Seedramon, I think they're called. But I don't know. Just trying to brainstorm in advance what I'm going to do for a game that's blind is very hard. Typically, I wander around and find shit. There's also Digimon World, too. This game does not exactly play nice with attempting to plan ahead, unless you really know what you're doing. You need to know where Digimon are, what they are, and how to get them. And then you need to make a plan for how to get to that point. Like, how to get them. But with none of that prerequisite information, don't think that's happening too well. We're almost out of meat. We should have less than 10 left. There's no way we have more than 10. You know what? I'll check. Once I'm done with this. Okay. We have exactly 10 meat left. Thank... Oh, no. So close. And I don't even know what continuing... If it seriously is so good you can just fish without bait, then I'm going to be a little upset. I've been using meat this whole time. Because I don't know what the penalty for fishing without bait is, but I'm going to hope that meat is the more efficient method. Because I'm just going to hope that I didn't just waste like $6,000 on meat. Sometimes you just gotta have faith that you're not actually making bad decisions with your life, because if I am, oh no. Shit. Ah, yes, of course. Of course. Thank you, Oliphant. No, I want to instead blindly stumble forward and hope for the best. Shut the fuck up. You don't need to use a bathroom. I bet this Digimon boy over here, Steve, that's his name, that's right. I bet Steve over here is gonna be like, okay, you've Digivolved me, my man. You brought me all the way up to the super powerful form. Let's go out and vanquish your foes. Or you're gonna fish for an entire day. Why are we not, like, training? Nope. Fishing. Plus, by the time we get back, it'll be late enough in the day, I'll probably get more free meat. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god! Ooh! Devil Carp. I'm putting that in storage. 99 meat, and only in like the last 5 did I catch this. This is rare, and this is probably going to be used for something. Going right into the storage box. I'm not selling that thing. If it is useless, we'll sell it later. It'll be like a stock market. You know what I'm saying? We'll get our payoff another time, another day. We're investing for the future. Also, I swear to God, if that thing was actually mandatory for one of the Digimon you can recruit later on in the game, like, that's how you get them, you give them, like, a Devil Carp, do you know how fucking tedious that would be? Because I have been doing this for 30 minutes. Eat this airplane. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Smiling apple that's named. That might be important. Devil carp. Very powerful fish, makes your Digimon full, and it increases its power. Okay. I know I have stuff already in there, but... So yeah, offense chip. Yeah, Digi-Centauri. A rare fish. I could just pull the damn anchovies out. They're anchovies. I do not think I need to store anchovies. I might need fish for later because, you know, Penguinmon and his curling minigame, which I hope is in this game because curling is fun. But... Alright, here comes the money. Remember, I started this with 6,000. I spent 5,000 and some change on, actually probably around 4,900 based on what I'm saying, but I started with around like 6,000, low 6,000s in money. And so as long as I get to above 6,000 total bits, I will have made a profit. And this is why I did what I did. Now we have a lot of money. It took a while. But now I can do stupid shit like this. There we go. I'm now stocked up. 10 autopilots, 10 potties, 50 small recoveries, and 20 MP floppies, and then restore. You know what? We'll buy another one of these. Let's splurge a bit, huh? I've stopped investing. You know, we'll even buy... Oh, I already have bandages. Never mind. We already got bandages. Apparently. I don't think I've ever used these in-game. I think I used maybe one of them in Digimon World 1, because injuries are super rare. They only really happen when your dude, like, collapses in battle, I think. I really don't remember they're that rare. And then this is a revive, if I ever fuck up. Anyway, there it is. Wait, can I come... Aw, come on, that'd be neat. I want to go around back. Fucking game, why are you like this? Alright, Digimon, can you give me a hint on where to go? You did that in the first game. I don't remember if he still does that. Should I go next? Oh no, that's right. This game has a story, and so he's telling me to go to the story progressions on how to find fucking Digimon. I don't want to progress the story. I don't even want there to be a story. Yeah, alright. And then, can I even investigate any? Oh, yeah, there you go. Ooh. Oh. Okay. This is the code place, alright. Yeah, there's not much else. Alright. Well, now where do I go? Like... I can make a rough estimation at best. You know what? We'll just go train a little bit. Just a little bit more. Just to end off the day so I can, like, get a sleep save. Just to guarantee it. What does he need? Everything. His stats still kind of suck because he's a very fresh adult. So, everything! Start with defense because he actually does have very low defense for what it's worth. And it's really the first one in the cycle. There's no way I'm getting this bad boy to a perfect. It's just not happening. It's too early on in the game for that to be trustworthy. Oh, I need to go get food. Need to buy me some meat. I hate that I can't see what the hell he wants when I can't see his bubble. Oh, he's tired. He wants to go to bed. Don't let him sleep on an empty stomach. That'll, like, make him unhappy, probably, maybe. There you go, you big old walrus bastard. I love you. He is my favorite, and I love him. There he goes. Now our first actual save with this big lug. He's a big love lug, though. Alright. Only got like 30 minutes left, but, well, there we go. Okay, where do we want to go? Submerged Ruins, they said I'd need air. And specifically the other place that's like... Where is it? Like Ancient Bone Swamp, they said I'd need fire. But I don't have either of those. So where do we want to go? The Submerged Ruins, which is the area we've seen fully, or the Ancient Bone Swamp, which is a new area? What looks like a neat time for you boys at home? Because either way, I don't know what's in either of them, and they'll be a fun surprise. Okay. I don't think we can do much in the Submerged Ruins, though, but alright. To be fair, it is... Dude, I haven't sung this game's praises enough, but fucking Submerged Ruins is trippy as all hell. Because logistically, it doesn't make sense. But it looks so cool, though, despite that. Because there's no way that... Like, it's supposed to look like, okay, it's literally a submerged set of ruins. It's supposed to look like... There's, like, buildings underneath the water, and you're walking on the surface because we have a program that lets us do that, because we're the computer, we use programs. Despite the fact that the environment does not actually behave like that, like, there's a bunch of rocks that are penetrating the surface, despite being directly where a building should be. So unless that rock is jutting straight out of a building, the water is actually an optical illusion, and those buildings aren't there. However, even if logistically there aren't actually buildings there, or it's just an impossible space, it looks super cool, and I love how it looks. It looks real pretty. Aesthetic design. But one thing that would fix so many problems in this game, give me a run button. It might even... I'm just really hoping that's something I can unlock at some point in this game. I mean, I know there's a fast travel in the first game with Phoenixmon, but I specifically want just a run button. Like sprinting shoes. Something that lets me move my body faster. Because they seemingly are around the same speeds. They feel about the same, but the perspective change and the world change, like the city, making things further apart, I need more movement speed to make up for that difference. Look at my boy. Yosh. I love him. He is so cute. He's also a big-ass walrus and will tear your face off with his big murder claws. I love him. Yeah, you could start seeing some of the optical illusions. Look at that. Like, this is not how that shit would work unless these rocks are jutting straight out of this. See, like, it's supposed to be these rocks are floating, but these kind of rocks don't float. That's attached directly to a landmass underneath the sea. These buildings cannot be there. Despite that, it looks like sex to the eyes, so I gotta respect it. I'm quite glad I had this be a filler episode, if I'm being entirely honest. And I know people watching stuff don't like to see that, or hear that. I haven't eaten in like 8 hours now, and I'm a hungry boy. So my mental capacity and faculties are diminished, to say the least. So I'm quite glad we're not doing that. Either way, let's go find that anemone. and not be able to pull it out because I don't have that big ass swole boy. Hailstone. I mean, yeah, you're right, but that's why I'm saying, like, logistically, like, it's an impossible space is what I'm trying to get across. I'm saying, like, even though that's the point, like, it's supposed to not make sense, I guess. It looks good, though. I never once said that. Whatever. That's signpost forwards. We don't want to go over there. But I'm astounded how little there is to do in this area. Like, I found the sea. Actually, there's been, I assume, 4 people I could recruit. There's Impmon, the Sea Lady I already got because of Starfish. And then I'm assuming Mega Seadramon and Seadramon. As redundant as Mega Seadramon is. And normal Seadramon. It's like there's some redundancies there. Yeah, there's not much to do here. It's weird. Yeah, okay. I might die again. This might be death for round 2. And so we're going to put a save here, and if some bad shit happens, or I use way too many resources, I'm loading that bad boy. This is an ultimate. I'm not ready to tank, unless they actually made this a perfect for some reason, because Seadramon's a champion, and then Mega Seadramon is supposed to be an ultimate. They might have downgraded him to a perfect, even then. Plot that I don't give a shit about. Also, completely unexplained why Mirai over here doesn't have Devi Woman. Or Woman Devilmon. I don't actually know what they're called, but like I said, it better be Devi Woman because woman, I love that joke. I hope they use it. But why is the second one not here? Oh, you want this to be a challenging fight? Something I'm not supposed to be fighting yet? We've already seen this cutscene. Where's the skip cutscene button? Yeah, oh my god, he hits for 500. Keep muscle charging. You know what? Just put distance. Let her fight it. Run away. Oh, that was clean. Boom, that did no damage. Keep your distance. Do not go near this thing. Stay the fuck back. Why are you not staying back? Distance yourself. That don't mean don't attack it. Yeah, just kick its ass. Fuck it. Just get in there. Hi, Bullet. How you doing? Welcome back to the game you don't know about nor care about. Go away. Okay, don't go away, but why are you here? I appreciate the support, though, but why are you here? No! No, 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 no! No! No, 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 no! Ah, I love this game. Okay. Thanks for your support. Leave. Use your fucking big-ass sex attack. Thank you. It's not that hard, whale boy. Sea whale boy. Please kill it. Make it stop being alive. Start running away, because I want her to do it. This is not my job anymore. Make her do it. You're not running. Oh, yeah, I said fucking distance, and you can see he's right up in them Ghibli bits. Like, he runs away, then runs back up to do an attack, then runs away. My boy over here got a Tales of Symphonia-esque AI design, which that is exactly how that works in Symphonia, which is one of the few things I can genuinely say is bad about it. Because, goddamn, trying to get your teammates to do sensible shit is fucking impossible. I win. I still had to use a shitload of healing items of 5 small recoveries. I've learned to splash. Nice. Also got a pretty meaty amount of stats from that. Not bad. There he goes. You come back to the city? Oh, okay. Butter Joe. Yeah, we'll do this plot, then I'll fuck off. I gotta go to the bathroom, too. Seems like a good combination of events. I was supposed to come here afterward. This is garbage 4. I was supposed to go to the swamp first. Bit by bit, my eyes open. Bit by bit, I begin to understand. I want to know more about this world. Spooky! Okay. It is Angel Woman. Nice. Oh, he's injured! Yeah, there it is. Here you go. I'm sorry. Please don't have your carotid aorta go wrong. Is that? Oh, that was what I was gonna check. We can now see the submerged ruins, and is at the edge of the map. I know it's, again, also more convenient, but it felt way better in the first game. Because, like, you can see how the city is in the center of the map, and then you branch out from there. Digimon World had it be, like, where Railroad Plains, or like, Signpost Forest is, where it's at the bottom, and then, like, let's just assume Fall City is like a hole in the map. Like, there's nowhere in the center of the map, so it was a big circle. It felt amazing to just keep exploring and slowly get deeper and deeper in, finding new areas. And effectively, that's how it works in this game, it seems, because you need to go through Railroad Plains. However, the story is demanding me to not go to the northern area, despite the fact that I wanted to go there and, you know, have fun exploring like I did in Digimon World 1. Like, you can find yourself in some of the last areas of the game, you know, as far as you can get, as long as it's not like a cutscene area or like end game proper area, just by walking around in Digimon World 1. This game does the cardinal gaming sin of you aren't allowed to explore this area because of the story. I don't like being roadblocked by some rando fuck-off NPC who says no. It's literally just some random dude, too. Not even tethered to the main plot. Supposedly I'm allowed to go there if, like, I find more random dudes, and, like, that's fine as a mechanic conceptually. Like, you're not allowed to go to an area until you get enough, Digimon. Like, there were systems like that regularly in the first game, but they weren't conveyed like this. That's the important distinction. This feels way worse, like the game's saying no instead of that. Like, imagine if there was just not a path there, and like in the first game, an earthquake happens, rending the earth or clearing out like a new path for you to travel through once you get past a certain point. That would feel neat. A little bit contrived, but neat. And hell, even then, in the first game, the area that the earthquake opens up to, technically you can get to before then. You just have to walk around from the other side of the map all the way around, and that's technically doable. You're allowed to do stupid garbage like that. I mean, if you really felt so inclined. And then, you know, it's a convenience thing that opens up. Anyway, I'm gonna go train until the sleepy boy goes sleepy time, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Stop eating. You big whale bastard. Hello, can I have this thing? Considering it's bigger than me, I'm assuming Togemon might be a perfect or an ultimate, but he's a big ass boy. He's a big boy. No, he has nothing to tell me. He's a big boy though. Again, they changed the button. I never remember which one's which. I use the square button to pause that, because that's the button that activates the ability in combat. The square button is the activate finisher button, and it's the pause the timer button, not when training. So the muscle memory you build up by playing the game doesn't work. I'm being redundant about this, but it's still a problem that needs to be fixed, and I hate it. And I feel the need to justify myself for why I keep fucking that up, so people don't be like, man, you're bad at this game. I am bad at this game. But I want them to criticize me for justified reasons, not for perceived slights that aren't actually there. It's a minor thing. It's entirely psychosomatic, pretty much. I don't want people to get the wrong inclination. Actually, yeah. I just read your splash message. What does splash do? Is that the AoE one? That's the one that adds confusion. Considering the fact that I don't think he ever used bubble breath, here's splash, I guess. He used hailstone a lot. That seemed to be like a projectile attack, I think. And then I'm assuming splash is that like little water circle that exploded up into a geyser of death. At least I'm assuming. I only saw Mega Digimon do like 2 moves. He did his own hail strike and splash, and that was like it. Can I have a Digimon that doesn't just eat twice its body weight in food every single time it gets it? It's good, it's a little peckish right now. Here, let me eat 30 tons of fucking meat. Ugh. Comparatively, from what I've seen thus far, the only ones I've seen actually have been Digimon that eat a lot, which is so weird. Like in the first game, because I always gotta make them comparisons, because it's a little on the nose, but it's a little accurate at the end of the day. Depending on the Digimon's size and certain aspects would determine how much they eat, but this game, like, Tailmon ate like a similar amount as this boy. Like, they seemingly are just eating based on their rank rather than what would make sense. Like, a Tyrannosaurus Rex would naturally want to eat more, which is, like, why I didn't really train Tyrannomon in the first game, because he ate more than most things can conceivably eat logistically in the beginning of the first game, because, wow, getting Tyrannomon as your first Digivolution off of Agumon just fucks you over so badly. Like, wow, badly. It's a bad time. Anyway, technically have another 15 minutes of the stream. However, me, being the streamer, is allowed to say in counter-argument to that statement, this.